What a week it's been. David Moyes was sacked as manager at Manchester United. Oh, there hasn't been such a humiliating public sacking since Tawizarge got his ball bag waxed by Rusty Lee on Celebrity Superstar, honestly. Fergie's smart, isn't he? A surefire way to make everyone remember you fondly is to get someone far worse to replace you, isn't it? Yes, so when I retire, you'll be watching Rose West, Chatty Woman. You will. You will. You mark my words. Did you watch Britain's Got Talent? David Williams put that bomb singer from Romania through on his golden buzzer. What was he thinking? Well, knowing David, to have with him later, but you know what I mean. What about Darcy the Magician making all those birds appear? That's not magic, is it? In London, you just walk outside and open a sandwich, isn't it? Stop being a Hitchcock film, eh? I opened the Boots meal deal, I was like Tippi Hedren in The Birds. They migrated with me egg and cress, honestly. At least someone in Africa got a good meal that day. Do you know what I mean? Got making a nest out of me quavers. It's bad. What about that child throwing knives at Simon? Seriously, it was that dangerous. That boy could have burst one of Simon's man. He could. He'd have to put it in a bowl of water to find the puncher. And finally, Jay-Z has said that he and Beyoncé won't be attending Kanye West and Kim Kardashian's wedding. Jay-Z says he'll organise the stag do and lend Kanye his yacht for the honeymoon. Be careful, Jay. I lent one of those Kardashians my strimmer and they still haven't returned it. I wouldn't be surprised if Kim's using it on her back. Honestly, it is hairy. I've seen it. It is hairy. There's like an Ewok down there. Honestly, it's hairy. It's hairy. I tell you, poor old Gypsy Thelma's got her work cut out making the train to cover that, hasn't she? I mean, forget the butterflies, you'd need a full-scale pterodactyl, wouldn't you? What a lineup we have for you tonight. She generates more gossip than my tub parties and more column inches than Nelson with a stiffy. That's right, the amazing Lindsay Lohan's in the house. Yes. I'll be chatting with a Fargo star who was always destined to go far. No Sherlock. Martin Freeman will be here. Plus there's music from the Cooks. But now it's time for my first appointment. He's a muscle-bound medic who brings me out in a cold sweat and a rather nasty rash down there. From Embarrassing Bodies, put your hands together for Dr. Christian Jessen! And dolls.
Do you think? It's a bit pimpy, eh?
Yeah, it comes straight from the clinic, so I need you to sanitise your hands. Don't you giving crabs to me Bombay mix. Other people have to eat. They've got Lindsay Lohan coming on late. The last thing she wants is to catch something from them.
Oh, yeah, true. All right.
Oh, is that a bit too much?
Oh, look at that. It's like lube.
Oh, people just tuning in are going to think, what the hell's been happening here?
That's all right, it'll dry. We'll just waft it. We'll waft it.
It's basically Casualty meets chat roulette, isn't it? If you've got an embarrassing body, get on Skype and you sort it all out.
Yeah, basically. Clever, isn't it?
It is, but I've got one criticism.
Oh, God, what?
No, it's where the breaks come. That woman, you go, right, Pam, you've got trouble with your vagina. Well, we'll talk about that after the break. And the poor woman's sitting there. Everyone can see her breakfast. She's like... Then a DFS advert comes on. You're like, what's that woman doing now? I mean, you need to sort the breaks out. You can't tease us with a woman's vagina.
It's supposed to keep you hanging in there, you know.
Yeah, I'll bet. People always ask me who my dream guests are. What are your dream diseases? What's on your bucket list? Oh, come on, what you can't wait to see?
No, that's a really good question, because, you know, we doctors, we get very excited by rare things. So my ultimate, the thing I most want to see, don't take this the wrong way, you lot, I know you lot, I want to see diaphalia, a proper, real case of diaphalia.
What's diaphalia?
Having two.
Two? No way.
Really exists. So you have one normal, and then kind of underneath, you have a little extra. And it's really cute. And they both work. They both work.
They both work?
They both work,
You
yeah.
can wee out of both? Well, that'd be like a sprinkler system, won't it?
Yeah.
I'll just stand at the urinal next to it. What's going on?
A bit of a shock, wouldn't it?
Like Laser Quest. It's true. Here, on this week's show, you tested the effects of alcohol by getting Dr. Dawn.
It was amazing, wasn't it?
How was she?
Yeah, well, see, she's quite correct. She's a mother, you know, and she's very, very conscientious.
Driving that car.
I felt unsafe for standing next to her. You know, you kind of go on that way. And no, but in the interval, in the break, you know, I was having to get a bottle of absolute vodka, pour it down in it like that. Go on, girl. You need to. She's very competitive, so she doesn't want to do badly at anything.
Right, yeah.
So, you know, she didn't want to get too drunk, so she was still good at the emergency stop. So literally, we had to kind of boss it down. Don't tell anyone that. But,
No.
But...
I mean, talking about alcohol, there are a lot of myths about alcohol, aren't there? Can we clear up a few of them? Because you get a lot of mixed messages. If you read the Daily Mail, it says a bottle of red wine a day, you'll be fine, innit? And then the next day, red
gives you
wine.
cancer.
I know. So how much is one glass of wine? Is that a unit?
Well, it depends, because you can get kind of different sized glasses, can't you?
I know. No. Now, on a serious note, red wine.
Yeah.
Is it good for you? Because that's the one that it's very blurry, innit? Is it good for you? Is it got good statins in and all that?
It's got no statins in. Resveratrol is this thing that red wine's supposed to contain, which is these antioxidants, but kind of the jury's still a little bit out. You are going to drink it, aren't you?
Yeah.
We think red wine in moderation has cardioprotective qualities. So it's got antioxidants, reduces incidence of heart disease in moderation. The problem is, here in the UK, we're not very good at the words in moderation, are we?
No.
With anything like that.
No.
Yeah.
That is just one glass, to be fair. And I mean, if alcohol's so bad for you, how come there are alcoholics with better skin than me? What's that all about? Do you know what I mean? I feel it.
When you drink too much and you bugger your liver up, you actually, as a man, produce more estrogens. You stop making testosterone, so you feminise. So you have lovely hair, get really nice, thick, lustrous hair. You know those old alcoholics you used to see on the park bench? They've got great hair, haven't they? Lovely.
They have?
You never see a bald alcoholic, do you?
You don't?
Yeah, have you never thought about that? I know. Lovely, lustrous hair and nice female soft skin, because no testosterone, no spots. That was not an endorsement for drinking too much, brother.
Is that right? Do you reckon that's why I've got...
Oh, you
with the drinking.
Well, that is the other sign. You grow breasts and your testicles shrink. That's the awkward thing.
So that's what it is.
I couldn't comment.
Last time you were on,
we
talked a bit about you being a...
Yeah?
Oh,
yeah. Bertie, you mean?
Yeah,
a Bertie. A Bertie.
You lost 500 followers on Twitter when you came out.
You kind of... hello, you outed me here on Chatty Man.
Well, it's my duty, love.
Yes. I forgave you, didn't I?
I mean, that doesn't make any sense. Surely people who are watching Chatty Man... I mean, I can't believe I'm like the homophobe sweetheart.
No. Honestly, I check... Not that I'm vain or anything, but you check Twitter, don't you, occasionally? See how you did on Chatty Man. 500 followers gone. Almost at that moment when you said, now you live with your boyfriend, don't you? Or something, where they were...
Yeah.
You're right,
how weird is that?
How weird is that? How weird, I know.
Do you reckon they don't think I am?
I don't think it's obvious.
I need those followers,
I don't think it's obvious.
I must just phone my wife. Hello, Hello, darling. Yes, my are bigger than yours, but I'm a drunk. You recently did a documentary. Was it Cure Me, I'm Gay?
Cure Me, I'm Gay.
Yeah. And you go to America and you try out all these cures for gayness. I mean, I watched it. It's really upsetting, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was
No,
horrible, wasn't it?
yeah.
It was actually horrible. Did you see this, though? Yeah. So it was the first time I've ever become a patient and put myself in a really vulnerable situation and was basically abused by some pretty nasty people, wasn't I?
Yeah.
And, you know, it was so... My head was so full of conflicting thoughts because this was so wrong, and I was thinking of all the people that are so desperately upset with being gay or who live in a community where it is so unacceptable to be who you innately are that you would do anything, you'd put yourself through anything to cure yourself. And it was just horrendous.
It was hard to watch, but you're crying, and then at the end with those girls who said that you demons inside you making you gay, and you were crying again.
Crying again.
I know. But that man who studied your brain by colouring in those colourings, and he was colourblind.
Can you believe it?
He said, what colour's that? You had to tell him the colour, and he's meant to cure your gayness through colour.
Do you know what?
He couldn't tell what colour was.
I was really nervous filming this. This was the big undercover bit, so I was all wired up. I had my Alan Carr glasses on with my little camera in there.
Very Mission Impossible.
Wasn't it? It was really exciting. And I was like, this has got to work, this has got to work. And I went there and I was like... So I coloured in my brain. I was like, now is he going to talk absolute because we need this for this show? And then out he comes with this, oh, and by the way, I am colourblind. And literally inside I was like, yes! The best thing ever. But this man is preying on these vulnerable... $250 that cost me.
But the sad thing is there will be people there and their lives will be messed up and they'll have self-loathing and everything. I mean...
And they'll go to him and get told complete like that. And that is just not on, is it?
I know.
It's not on.
Another clinic, they stuck a sensor on your penis and made you watch gay and straight porn.
Yeah, they did. My mum loved that bit.
I mean, that was... When you're watching it and then it just goes up like that.
All right.
You got more turned on by the clouds than the women who were naked.
The ladies. I did. It wasn't the best porn in the world, if I'm honest with you. Right. So it was kind of limited in its scope. And it was a bit dated, and it was a bit 60s, and there were these ladies lying there doing what ladies do sometimes, you know, to themselves. And I was kind of like... I was looking at the curtains and the floor going... That bedspread really doesn't go with that carpet. Not at all.
Oh, my God.
It's like, if anything says I'm gay, looking at the furniture... But, yeah, apparently clouds turn me on more.
But what is it about clouds that make you so horny?
They're hot, aren't they?
If you've seen Storm Chasers, you will cream your drawers.
Is that the film for me?
That is, yeah. Good luck with Embarrassing Bodies. And thank you so much for coming. Christian Jessen, everyone!
Thank you very much.
So he's the Hobbit star who took an unexpected journey from an office in Slough to Sherlock superstardom. Put your hands together for the brilliant Martin Freeman! Good to have you here.
Nice to be here. Thanks.
You're a chatty man virgin.
I am, actually, yeah, I am. I had a feeling you didn't like me.
No, well, you know why I didn't want you on?
Go on.
Because it's awkward, isn't it?
Go on.
Because of the sliding doors moment. You know, me and him were together in Nativity, yeah? Do you remember Nativity? I love that film.
Me too. Yeah, I'm very proud of it.
And Peter Jackson watched this and gave you the part of the Hobbit over me.
And looking at that, it is genuinely difficult to see why. Because you're halfway there already.
Yes,
yeah.
I know. Because I played a gay theatre critic in it, which was nice to, like, show my range, you know.
Well, to be fair, you're not a theatre critic.
No, that's it. Yeah, I'm all the rest, but not a theatre critic. You spent 18 months filming in New Zealand. Yeah. people are always banging on about how lovely it is.
Yeah.
Is it lovely in New Zealand?
It's beautiful. Yeah, it's really nice.
You'd recommend it?
I would recommend it. Yeah, for some of it's like the size of Great Britain with a population of 4 million, so there's virtually nobody there, and it's got everything as far as terrain and countryside is concerned. It's got everything from mountains to fjords to plains. They've got everything there, and it's a nice load of people and a hell of a lot of sheep, Al.
Yeah, and you know I love sheep.
Sheep. I don't know why I said it like that. I wasn't meaning to point that at you, but sheep are nice.
Seriously, is there rumours going around that I have something to do with sheep?
Some say rumours, others say facts.
And as they say in Hollywood, you are hot right now, aren't you? You is hot.
Apparently.
You are. What sort of doors open in Hollywood when you're Martin Freeman? Can you get a window seat at a Café Rouge?
Don't be silly. I mean, no, there's doors open, but that's just crazy talk. They're shot wall to wall with big stars there. Do you know what I mean? So another little Freeman is no big deal, really. You know?
Another little Freeman?
Another little Freeman. Well, because there's Morgan.
Oh, yeah.
There's Uncle Morgan. He's already got the good seat in Café Rouge.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Get your own seat. Is that
Is that John Wayne?
Listen, that's hard for this voice. I went down a few octaves.
You did,
then,
that was good.
And it hurt.
It's down here.
The thing is I'm worried about, if you and Benedict Cumberbatch are mincing up and down Sunset Strip in LA, now, as you Hollywood types do, when are we going to get another series of Sherlock? I mean, you ain't going to... It must be easier to get pandas to get together than you two.
Well, it's not only us two as well. It's Stephen Moffat, Mark Gatiss, the writers and creators. We're all, thank God, we're very busy. So, in all honesty, I'm not being cute here. I don't know. I really don't know.
So, is the next series written yet?
No.
Oh, so you can't give us even a spoiler or anything?
Yeah, as I say, I'm not even being coy. I don't know. I just don't know when it's going to happen. I don't know exactly what it's going to involve, apart from this one central idea, which was a possible... I don't know, Mark Gatiss might beat me up now.
Oh, no,
if you can
don't get
imagine
into
that.
any trouble, but
no,
I mean...
but no, there was... yeah, don't get into any trouble.
Oh, yeah. Yes, have more bailiffs, please.
No, but there was an idea for maybe a one-off, kind of, a one-off special that was it's such a good idea. It's such a good idea. And as I was listening to it, I thought, we've got to do this. And I don't know when we're going to be able to do it, unfortunately.
With spoilers, are you quite good at keeping them in? Or do you have to glass of wine and bring them out and you go, oh, no, what did I say last night?
I genuinely try not to do that, because people won't thank you down the line, however much people think, oh, no, God, tell us something and let us know. But they wouldn't thank you 6 months later when they go, oh, I already knew that. You know, I think the element of surprise is getting it's a lot harder to keep, isn't it, now?
We've got Twitter and
got
Facebook
everything.
and
exactly.
people filming it and all that.
So you're constantly being monitored, constantly being filmed and recorded, which I do think kind of takes a bit of the romance out of it. I really do, because as a culture, we're just getting less and less able to wait for anything. You know what I mean?
I know.
Remember, as a kid, you had to wait for stuff. You just had to wait.
Yeah.
And now you don't have to wait for anything, and I don't think that's entirely healthy.
No, no.
Next week, on What's Wrong with the World...
Yeah,
it's me. That's me talking like an intelligent grown-up.
You know what? What's that show that's like 5 minutes before the news? Forethought.
Yeah,
you should get on there. There's always someone moaning about kebabs or something. I'm getting alive.
They've never asked me. They will now.
Well, it won't be 5 minutes.
I'm treating this basically as my audition for Forethought. Yeah.
Well, we've got to talk about your new show, Fargo, yeah?
Yes.
I'm not blowing smoke up your but... It is brilliant.
Oh, thanks, man. Thank you.
It really is.
Thanks a lot.
It really is.
I bet you say that to all
for those
the
who haven't
boys.
seen it, it's based lightly on that, the Coen brothers Oscar-winning film.
Yes, it uses
Fargo.
that as a sort of jumping-off point, but then we go our own way,
Yeah. You play an insurance salesman called Lester...
Nygaard.
Nygaard, thank you. He's a good guy, but he does something very bad.
He does, yeah, he does.
I mean, it's dark, isn't it?
Yeah, he's a very unhappy person who's henpecked by a very unloving wife, and he's the sort of person who will apologise to you if you tread on his foot. He's one of life's victims, really. And then he has a meeting with a character played by Billy Bob Thornton, who basically is a complete amoral person with no compunctions.
He stirs up a load.
He does, and he's a dangerous, scary guy, you know, and he kind of tells Lester in no uncertain terms, you don't have to take it anymore, you know. So, and that goes into Leicester's head somehow.
I mean, I'm not being rude, but they could have got a better wig.
No, but that was Billy's idea, I think, because he sort of said, you know, that fringe, or as the Americans call it, bangs. There's a bit of translation for you. They call it sort of fringe
Did you
bangs.
know that?
Yes, they're very sophisticated. They're a sophisticated TV audience. But no, he said that sort of fringe thing is usually associated with innocence or with kind of youth or so, and he's clearly the most uninnocent character
oh my God,
ever.
Yeah, he's trouble, and
so he didn't want to look like a regular tough guy or a regular baddie. He just looks odd, you know, just strange. You don't quite know where to place Lorne Malvo, and that's quite right, I think. You know, he doesn't enter the room thinking, you know, you don't think he's a scary guy, but as soon as this character looks at people, they just know not to mess with him. It's really effective.
How hard was it getting that accent right?
Well, it's a pretty specific one. It's, you know, the Minnesotan accent it's the influence basically for those vowel sounds is Scandinavian. It's Scandinavian immigration to that part of America, and so they have, you know, what is a more Northern European kind of. It's not cool. It's not a kind of snappy Italian or Jewish thing. It's that. Oh, yeah, oh. It's that more a slightly credulous, interested, very polite way of looking at the world. And, I worked hard at it. And I hope, you know, genuinely, I hope I got it,
Yeah, it was good, wasn't it? There weren't even, like, the odd word we go, oh, wait a minute. No.
Wait a minute, he's from Surrey.
Yeah. Because I didn't know where Minnesota was. I thought it was, like, you know, that one. Yeah. Got the can of worms.
Yeah, not that. Yeah, I mean, I guess... No, it's not that.
No.
It's not that. Yeah.
Now, Fargo, the film, was famous for that, spoiler alert, the scene with the wood chipper.
Yes.
Give us a clue. What's the best death in this?
I don't think I get... There are some pretty gruesome, quite involved ones, you know, quite ingenious deaths. There's a really ingenious death that reminded me a little bit of, you know, the film Seven?
Oh, my God, that freaked me out, that film.
Me too. Me too. For weeks after seeing that at the cinema, I couldn't think straight.
I didn't know
but no, but it's a good film.
Because I just moved to London when that film came out, and I thought, you know, when people get ideas, and I thought, I hope no one looks at me and thinks sloth. Don't clap that! Good luck with the rest of Fargo. Honestly, it's brilliant.
Thank you very much.
Martin Freeman, everyone!
Thank you. Thank you very much.
First, so go nuts, go wild, and give it up for the Lilo, who's the highlight of my night. It's the sensational Lindsay Lohan! So lovely to have you back.
Thank you for having me. Okay.
I've got Capri Sun, I've got a bungalow. Lil, it's totally tropical.
Stop, you always make me laugh too much. You're gonna ruin my eye makeup.
So, what's your fancy then? Do you want
what about water?
Do you want a Capri Sun? No, have it, it'll go with your hair. Oh. Lil, I'm having some Lil. Do you want some Lil?
Oh my God, no, I'm good.
Oh,
Thank you.
okay. Well, it's so how are you doing? You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Very well.
We've got to talk about your new show. It's out next weekend, isn't it?
Yeah. So
weekend,
it's just it's a very raw kind of look into my life. And at first it was really uncomfortable because I wasn't used to it.
Yeah.
And having all the cameras around, and I was just moving back to New York and kind of getting settled into a new way of living. But it got really comfortable as it went on, and really dark at some points, and then really happy at some points. But it was nice, and Oprah's been a really amazing person to me in my life. So
because it's Oprah's channel that it's on.
It's on the OWN network, yeah.
Oprah scares me though. She's so.
She should. She's Oprah.
I know, but she's like mystical, isn't she? And got all the art.
She's really like meditative and peaceful, and she brings a really good energy with her, which is something that's helped me in life.
She's like Yoda with shoulder pads. No, she's got this air about her of like, go, you know, like wise and all that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Well, I was scared. I was nearly wetting myself watching her. She's going, you I mean, she's like really hardcore. Yeah, I know. Why does everyone burst into tears around Oprah? Has she got, like, Lynx onions on or something? People are... Why does she do it?
You know what? Well, in a serious matter, for me, it was when I, receiving compliments and kind of just guidance from someone that I really admire and respect that has, done a lot of great things in life.
Yeah.
I start to choke up. Whenever people are nice to me, I start crying.
Oh, God, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's true.
Is it true?
Yeah, no, I'm the same. If someone says, when someone ever says to you, are you all right? Then you go, no, right. It's someone people giving that's what gets you. Everyone's the same.
It's true. There's something nice about, like, how genuine, when people are very genuine and just real and honest, it just hits you.
Yeah.
But yes, that was very intense.
Now, you started filming just after you left rehab last year.
Yeah.
I mean, that is brave. I mean, did you think maybe you should have left a bit more time before you went straight into it?
I did. When I first started, I did think that for a minute, because I kind of panicked, and I was like, I need like a few days by myself.
Of course, yeah.
Because it was overwhelming. But I didn't realize it was going to be the way it was, either. I've never done something like that. Just the cameras around constantly.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm sitting, organizing clothes. It's really not that exciting.
But that's why it's so good, because it's raw, because sometimes you watch these reality shows and someone goes, I think I'm going to go hang gliding today. And you're like, really?
There were moments like that. They're like, do you want to go to trapeze lessons? I was like, why would I? No. So then I went to this other class called S Factor, which is like, it's like Pilates, yoga, and pole dancing.
Oh, my God, you've got to teach me that. I would love to do pole
Oh, my God,
dance.
we should have done it on the show. That would have been the funniest thing ever.
Well, be careful what you wish for, love.
It's really good exercise. It's 2 hours. It's like, it's good. It feels good.
Now, you've been to rehab before, and it hasn't worked, but you said it has this time. What was different about it?
I think it's just I kind of was in a place where sometimes, like, I had to go because of the court situations that I was dealing with.
Yeah.
And I just wanted time for me this time, and it involved a lot more meditation and, spiritual work, and that's kind of what I needed. And it wasn't like, here, this is what you have to do, and you're gonna do it. It was, I found something that worked for me, and that, you have to find your own in life in general, and I think that's why I enjoyed it and I got something out of it.
And how many days has it been since you've had a drink?
I don't know, a long amount of time. I mean, there was a point on the show where I was in a relationship with someone and I like had a drink and then I kind of freaked out and I didn't want to say it on the show because I didn't know how that would come across and I was just scared. And that's when it kind of hit home that I was doing it, a docu-series, and I was like, you know what? I'm honest and I'm open and I've never really hid anything. Unfortunately, some things that I would have liked to have kept hidden have been out there, but it felt good to kind of put something out there that people can possibly relate to. And that's why I was happy to have this docu-series, because that's something that might help people.
Yeah. Well, it's good. And if you can't remember the last time you had a drink, well, that's brilliant news, isn't it? It's good for you.
Thank you.
All right behind you.
Thank you.
It really focuses on, like, the media circus that you're in. It looks grim from the outside. What's it like being on the inside?
Well, in New York, I don't get followed by paparazzi.
Don't you?
So I would get really angry when we would have to go and do something, when we would leave the apartment, and it was part of the network that I recognized in the production company that have paparazzi there. So that would kind of amp me up and make me feel uncomfortable because I wasn't used to it in so long. That's why I moved back home to New York. The good thing about Instagram now is that we, in the position that I'm in certain situations, I can basically Instagram a photo of myself. So then if they're trying to get a photo, it's already there. So there's really nothing to get.
Yeah. You love a selfie, don't you?
I've learned to love selfies. I take them in my bathroom mirror.
Well, I've got this is the pick of the best one. I mean, that's lovely.
In my bathroom mirror.
Yeah. Is that where you get the best light and everything?
Yes.
You see, I don't think like that.
Maybe you need better lighting in your bathroom.
Now, what's that? You don't live in an antique shop, do you?
No, that was in Los Angeles at a hair salon.
You see, you go to nice hair salons. I go to the ones, with the black and white photos and they all look like in the window. Now, look at that. I mean...
Okay, this is getting a little awkward.
You want to see the next one? Woof. No, I know it's like I've had problems with moths as well. Now, listen, we're selfish, yeah? Can you teach me how to do a good selfie? Because I always get the angle wrong.
I'm not good at doing it like that, though.
I can't get... Look, you see that? You see, that's what I end up.
Well, you're doing that. Come on.
That...
No,
look, that's me normal.
that was for a laugh.
Have you seen that film, Up? You know the old man in Up with the square face? That's me normal. Let's do one together. Hey, do you like photo? No,
this is scary. I don't like
not
this.
Not my crutch, really. I'd my face.
Come here. What are you doing? You're so creepy. She's lurking in the background.
Well, no, you know what the new... It's not photo bombing, it's photo stalking. Have you heard that?
Oh, my God.
Well, I'm just in the background looking the wrong way. That's the new thing. I'll tweet it to you. Now, every day it seems there's something new in the paper about you. How much attention do you take to the press? Do you read the newspapers?
No.
No.
I don't. I really don't. People will tell me about things that get said. You can't pay attention to that stuff because people just say whatever they want to say.
Yeah, yeah.
And things come out, and you know, it's strange. I'm so numb to it. I think at this point that it doesn't even exist really.
So now let's talk about your future. Wagwan.
Namaste. I started a movie in June called Inconceivable.
Oh, right, yeah.
For Lionsgate, which is I'm really excited to do. And, you know, the series is coming out here now, so I'll be promoting that. And just kind of... I'm working on an app. It's like Shazam, but for clothing.
All right,
and I'm involved in with a bunch of different cool advisors, so that's exciting.
Well, that's good. You sound really busy.
Yeah.
I mean, are you a little bit, you know, about the good parts over the years that you sort of missed out on? I mean, do you look at Dame Judi Dench and go, that's my Oscar?
No, I don't look at her like that. I love Judi Dench. She's amazing.
No, I don't. She's a very good friend of mine.
No, I've had interesting experiences. I've had really good experiences in life and bad, and I've seen a lot of things, and, you know, that's why I love to act, because I can use that and put them into another character that someone can, you know, relate to some extent.
You know pole dancing, which is no secret. I don't know if I should tell you this. Okay. Between you and me, Jay-Z has booked me for Kanye West's stag do. Yeah. They want me to perform with an animal as well, but I've said no, because I'm not into that. But then they bumped the money up and I thought 50 quid's 50 quid. But... Would you teach me a bit more about pole dancing?
Yeah, you want to pole dance for me?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm going to really turn you on.
Okay.
You just need a pole, that's the trouble. Wait a minute, what's that? Let's go pole dancing. This is the move I do to flag down a night bus.
Oh my God, don't scare me.
My life flashed before my eyes. Right, OK, I'm going to give this a go, because I know I've been pretending, but actually, you know I am actually good at pole dancing, so... No,
you have to put your body weight onto your left side. Are you righty or lefty?
Righty.
Good to know. You have to kind of just...
Oh.
You have to, like... And then you kind of, like, throw. You use, like, the weight of your arms, and you have to pull yourself and...
Really? And I've got bingo wings.
But you have to just be able to fall. Like, you can't... No, OK, well, that's awful.
No, don't. My leg snapped. Well, come on, then. I'm going to do this for real, yeah? How did you do? Did I turn you on?
A little bit. I'm going to just make it rain up on this. I'm making it rain.
Oh, that's what... But you know what? I don't want clapping, I want money, and... If you were turned on in the audience, I want money. Come on. Clapping don't pay the rent. Come on. Come on. Come on, I've got a lot of catalogue debt to pay off. Oh, thank you. Oh, my... Oh, that's a Werther's original. Bloody Werther's original. Oh, good luck with the show, Lindsay. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And it starts next Sunday on TLC. Yeah, fantastic. Well, that's it for tonight's show. A massive thank you to Dr. Christian Jessen, Martin Freeman, and of course, Lindsay Lohan.